Okay, first day trading with the Goldline trade. It actually went well. I don't know if I am working it properly. I only took one trade today, but it was a big winner. I traded on a PA account and made over 2,000 on it. I actually recorded the trade. I couldn't watch all day, but a lot of trades happen. I'll take it to the live chart, and it looks like, based on the live chart, that it really only did take one trade. I don't know if I want to share this so other people have the software could tell me if they had the same results as me or similar results. Where I think this goes on at 9:45, and you can see there's a lot of qualifying trades, but the orders are pending and then they don't fill because it doesn't qualify. And you see none of these are qualified here. So that happened 3 or 4 times today, maybe more. I guess you can see all the trade setups here, and none of these wind up qualifying, and I think that's how it works. I think it takes a break here. That's what that means. Back on. Another trade. I guess it was waiting for it to go up, and it, again, didn't qualify. And here's another one close. 5-minute Goldline. And it wasn't until about the end of the day. Yeah, even none of these qualified. So there's a lot of order pending kind of things going on, and then they filled. And here's the one that filled, and you can see how good it paid. Now, I guess this is in historical data. It said it took it profit at 67. Now, mine did not. Mine stayed in. I don't know if mine's working right, and I'm going to go to the recording so we could see it in action. It's one of these here. I don't think it's that one. Maybe this one. Okay, this is at 9:50 a.m. and you can see a lot of this was happening, and this order never filled. So then that was going on. Maybe this was it. Okay, so it got in right here. It was at 2. Maybe 2:30 or so. Yeah, a little after 2:30. 2:30, 2:40. And, it was a down market. You see, down 143. So I was confident there was a good chance this was going to, pay well, or at least until this zone here. You're going to see me flipping around this chart, and I do trade with levels. But the goal is to kind of let the software trade and do its thing. But at one point, it was up 1,700, and then it rolled back to like almost 1,000, but it wasn't quite 7. Rolled back at least $800 down to 900. Now, I don't know if the follow stop is not working properly, but it gave back 900. Now, fortunately, it came right back down, and then I kind of figured I got to manually trade this. I got to close this trade out when I think, and I pushed the envelope a little bit more. You're going to see me looking at other charts. Now, what this is right here is this is the micro. I was trading this on a $25,000 account, micros. And actually, I was trading the RTY, letting it auto trade. The RTY Goldline trade malfunctioned. I don't think it was Goldline trade problem. I think it was a volume spike in NinjaTrader, and it blasted right through the stop. And I wasn't recording it, but it was somewhere around here. I think it was in a short, and the market spiked up somewhere around here, and it went so fast. It might have been this bar right here. It blasted right through the stop and didn't close the trade out. So now I'm like, what do I do? I said, I got to manually control this. So I moved the stop to break even instead of the stop it would have took. And then I think I added a contract. Again, this is a level, Ledwick level. A lot of times I hit these levels and it comes back, and you can see what happened. Hit this level, fluctuate a little bit, and then eventually just spike down. Once this flush came, that's where I made the $155 on RTY, and I just shut it down for the day. There was an order stuck in here, and it wasn't even reactivating, so I just shut that down. And I only kept NQ up. I traded CL and YM. YM I haven't taken a trade yet. I don't know if anybody else had that experience, but I'm going to show you those results too. CL seems like it's struggling a bit. Not crazy, but struggling a bit. Um, this was my see. This is the historical what I got, and they got 2,200, same as me. But they took, again, that didn't happen for me. None of these trades I took. This is probably the only trade I took right here. Yeah, look like it. 233 was the one I actually took. So let's go to the video. So what I was doing here, I was looking at levels. This is the micro, and the levels in the micro are different than the mini. Um, so right here, I'm looking at this level. It's called the big blue here, and usually it hits this and bounce off. So this is at 68, and I was entered at 105. So I was like, if I hit that, that's at least 1,500 or so. Then I'd be happy that for the day, and just shut it down. I had to leave at 3 o'clock. It's like 32:40, and I don't want to leave this unattended. And I think it shuts down at 3 anyway. So I'm going to fast forward it, but I was kind of scrolling between YM, RTY, and the micro just to see what they were doing, because sometimes they play follow the leader. So you can see it. It was, there was a good chance this was going to take me out of break even after being up 500-600, which I hate when that happens. But again, I don't know the stop strategy on this because it's only had it a few days and only took one trade, and that trade was yesterday and paid 1,500. And I wasn't even watching it, so I don't even know how the trade was managed. This one I'm watching, and you can see it's up 700 now, and I'm still 20 points away from that 68. And this is where I think it's going. I know, kind of know it's going there. If it pulled back, it would have hit here and then came down. But I was confident with the down market, it was going there. So let's keep fast forwarding. A little bit of a pullback there. I wasn't so worried, because even if it hit this, it would have gave it another shot. But my gut said it was going here before it was going to go back up. So still 20 points away, and I'm up 1,000 already. So I knew 68 was a pretty good payday. There you go. Yes, it's really close. Now I feel like it's definitely hitting the 68. It's 10 points away now. We up 1,000. All right, fluctuating. I'm watching. That's YM, YM, RTY, and they're all down. And we didn't quite hit. That's the micro. Just get a handle on this. So I'm waiting it now. The thing is, I know if it goes through 68, now we're getting a good flush on that. So we're really close. I'm waiting to see what happens. Is it going to blast right through 68? Because then there's some money to be made there. I would have been happy with cashing out at 68. And I played around a little bit. Really close there. There you go. It's really close. I would have been $1,500. I would have been good. I think I was scrolling to see what the profit limits were, and it's at 3,000 before it shuts down. So we weren't close to that. Well, we got close to it, but yeah. So now I know we're right at this level. Usually, it comes here with Ludwig levels. You get a 10 to 20 point reaction up, and it might just continue straight up, or it's going to give it another shot. In this case, with the down market, again, we were down a lot. I knew there was a good shot this was going to get through. So that's one try. That's two tries to get through. A lot of times on that third try, it does get through. But I also know I could get a 20-point spike, or I can go right back to this green line. And, I didn't know how much the software was going to give back. So let's go back to the trade. All right, so we're through 68 here. And I'm really contemplating to close this trade. I was happy with 1,500 for the day. And now I'm a little nervous because it's through 68 pretty far. So now it gave back. I was almost up 2,000. So you're talking, it gave back a good 800 at least to 1,000. I don't know if that is how the stop strategy is working or not, but I'm going to send this into the, Goldline and Bob and let them check it out and, see. I know what update came in. I feel like there's a link on it that's supposed to work, but it's not working. It's an email. I don't know if I can go to it real quick. Yeah. This is an email that came in. It says urgent update, status operation, but there's nothing here. There's nothing for me to click on. I feel like this should be a video, but it's not. So back to this video. Now I'm keeping on the 68 again. And I really was contemplating cutting out, but So 1, 2, 3 tries. It gets through, and then so now I really don't know what's going to happen. It could really go right back to here. Usually when this happens, it's going back up. In this case, it didn't. It flushed back down. I see RTY is not really spiking up, so I'm confident. All right, RTY is not going up. Now I see YM. I think let's go back for a second. YM is making a breakdown. I'm like, all right, if YM's going down, NQ's got to follow. And sure enough, here it goes. There we go. We blasted through now. We got to get this through this zone. And, I'm already up over 15, so I'm really ready to cut out and would have been thrilled with that. I wouldn't have really cared if it, went to 0. Again, RTY hanging in there. This is the micro. It's at 58. So now once I get to this area, I'm like, listen, once it gets to 2,000, look, I was ready to close right there. But I see there's nothing in the way here. I think it's going here now. And now I'm thinking, all right, I get to 2,000. I'm fine with that, even if it goes to 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. This is the first day trading this on a PA account. And this PA account, I don't know if anybody knows, it's called EarnMax. This is I'll show you while this trade's playing out. If you look at my account, it's a $50,000 account, but there's no follow. If you look, it's a $3,000 buffer there. This does not follow, so it is not going to follow me. So I'm at 52. I got over a $5,000 buffer. I got 5,158.
Order canceled.
This doesn't follow me. I must have cut out of the trade. Let me go back to it. Let's go back. You'll see me cut out. All right, so we blasted right through 2,000 right there. And I know this could go right to here, but I'm like, for the first day, $2,000 was enough. If it was going to keep going, let it go. Once it started to fluctuate and turn back, and you can see it, I'm going to take my money. I think I just closed the position. I got it right there.
Order
Once I circle back up, and it actually goes up a good 10 points. I'm going to go back to the live chart and see what actually happened. Let me see what time that was. That was at 2:51. Let's pause that. If I go back to NQ, 2:51. So right here. So I kind of cut out pretty good, at max. And look at this bounce when I cut out. I mean, that's 30 points with 2 contracts. If I'm not mistaken, that should be $1,200, right? 10 points is 200, 20 points, 400, 30 points, 600 per contract. That's $1,200 difference. If I didn't cut out when I did. So I feel like I managed to trade well. Then you can see what happened. Would the software would have cut out of this? I don't even know. And then it went even further than this, but that was already, I had to go to work by 3. I had to cut out, so I wouldn't have been there to cut out of this. So I don't know what would happen. You can see, I don't know, would it shut down at 3 o'clock? Again, that's all trades management. That's why I'm doing these videos. I'm going to do one more quick video where I scroll through the each chart performance. I think I have it here. I think it's this one maybe. That was a trade at 950. A lot of this was going on all day, and then it just never took those trades. That's got to be the other file here. No, that's the trade again. Okay, this is showing the PA account, $1,000 per contract, a little more actually. That's how I got the 2165. That took one trade. That's all I got, and I'd be curious if other guys got that same trade and how did they manage it? Did the software knock them out? Did they manually control it? What did you guys do? Let me keep going here. What am I on now? RTY took no, it actually did take a trade, but it malfunctioned. And again, I don't think it was Ninja's fault. You could see there's a hung order here. This is where the stop was, and it blasted right through this. And I managed it. I think it did come up to here. I added a contract, expecting a bounce. I got the bounce, made the 155, shut the account for the day. It was fine. It's a 25K account. I'm up 500 or 600 or so. Anyway, so that's RTY. I don't. It looks like RTY didn't do great today, but I shut it down. I wouldn't even know. Let's see what the next one is. This looks like the CL was that $200 loss. It took 3 losses. Real time. This is oh, YM. I got 0 trades in 2 days on YM. I don't know if anybody else got the same thing. This is NQ. I think I showed this one already. I might have missed CL. But you can see, 1 trade, 2 contracts. CL might have been in the beginning. Yeah, I'll go back. All right. I closed the position. That's what I was saying there. All right, his CL. Yeah, this did take a loss on, again, I was smart enough, well, lucky enough anyway, to have it on a SIM account. Right there, you can see that's his total SIM. And let's see what it did. Real time. I think it was up, at one point. Yeah, so let's see what it did. Open that up. So it took some trades early and actually won. It was up 130 bucks on 2 contracts. Lost 3 in a row, and I think that's the trigger to shut it down. So CL the last 2 days, not great for me. Again, I'd love to know what other people did. Anyway, let me shut this video. It's long enough, and we'll send it in.